Yo, what's shaking, AC?
How's it going, man?
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Oh, wait. Okay. Remember, I was like trying to be more quiet because I got
Oh
in
yeah.
trouble. I don't know if anybody saw the last week's rant. I'll try to be like not too quiet, but
Okay. Okay. Well, we can just chill. But before we chill, I want to congratulate you on this recent win that you have. It was like 100 most influential women in franchising. And
yes.
there's a lot of women in franchising, so to even make that list, regardless how high you made, which you made it quite far up there, like that's awesome. Congratulations.
Well, the truth is, I paid someone slipped a little money to someone, and actually I rigged it.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't tell anyone though, okay?
Okay, okay, I promise. I
Yeah.
promise I won't. But you know what? I got to tell you, you definitely deserve it because, you're awesome at what you do, and anyone that's worked with you knows that. But you are also a fantastic beacon of guidance and light to all sorts of people in the franchise community. Whether you're a franchisor or franchisee or a supplier or somebody that whatever other party exists, they always know Angela Coté. She's going to have some valuable information. So you 100% deserve it. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I really, all kidding aside, of course, do sincerely appreciate the recognition. And I think it's really cool to have that kind of thing. Is there one for men?
I don't know. I don't know. With most things, there's the awards and then the women's awards.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, so I have two shots. I could try to get into like something where it's women and men.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for that. I appreciate it. And I just don't feel like I've done anything extra or different, but I do get really excited about what I do. And I guess what I would say is when you take the time to figure out what you are passionate about and put your energy to that, I guess that's kind of what happens is you make an impact. And that's the goal. I really, I'm really on a mission to, with the support of my incredible team, create transformational change in franchising. So step by step, little baby steps, but it was exciting to get that recognition for sure. So
I
thank you.
love babies. Um,
You have a baby nephew, which is really funny and
I
cute.
know. He's
Yeah.
awesome. Okay, so what are we going to rant about today? What do you want to talk about?
Okay. Well, I've got
Or
something on.
please, how about you bestow some of your wisdom on me?
Okay.
Top 100 most influential women.
Well, I'm going to charge extra now for
Okay.
like you'll be like, we're not going to have those that laughing and banter because we need to get right down to business because now I'm like doubling the prices.
Okay. Okay. Right down to business.
That's cool. Yeah.
Straighten up.
Yeah. Okay. So here's something that's been on my mind, and I've been trying to share this sort of in these insights that I've been having with people. And this is something that I've only really, it's going to sound so obvious, but I've only really clued in to this as a pain point that I needed to talk about recently, just as I work with more and more and more people. So the thing that I see is, I'm going to use marketing as an example. And I don't think we've ranted about this before, but I want to give out a tip to people. And that is to understand, especially emerging franchisors, that they bring people into their corporate team, and when they do that, they end up thinking that these people can just be in the franchise system and work in these roles. Like a marketing person is a great person at marketing in this role in this other company, and they come in, they work in this company, and we're expecting them as a franchise marketing person to be able to understand how to the relationship with franchisees, how to talk to franchisees, how to support franchisees. And I'm using marketing specifically as an example because a franchise marketing person in a company has like at least three roles. They have helping franchisees with local marketing. They have marketing the franchise for prospects, and then the overall like brand and I guess four things: what to do with the brand fund. And so my tip for people is to understand that when you bring in, I'll use again marketing as an example, take the time to educate and coach that marketing person about franchising and help them understand the unique relationship. I always say two problems can happen. One is the franchisee treats the corporate marketing person treats the franchisee like an employee, telling them what to do.
Yeah.
We all know that doesn't work. It doesn't work for any adults really in general, but especially telling a franchisee from a marketing person in the corporate office, this is what you need to do. They often don't really appreciate that. Or often the other way around, the franchisee treats the marketing person like their employee just because they pay royalties and brand fund, and that's not the case either. So I want to try to help people understand that if you give attention to your corporate team and help them understand, even if they're not in a franchise support role, that there's a lot of value in them understanding how to support and talk to and build relationships with franchisees.
Yeah, you know what? I think like whenever somebody gets hired, and the employer has to teach them things, right? Like you could teach them the skill set. Let's say you don't have it. You got hired as an engineer, but you're not an engineer. You could teach them how to be an engineer. You could teach them about the company, and those are usually the two factors that you have. But within franchising, there's a third one where now you have to teach them how to franchise. So if you hire somebody who's a marketer that knows how to market, you spend some time teaching them a bit about the company and the core values and whatever, and then you spend way more time teaching them about franchising. Read your franchise disclosure documents. Go work at a franchise location. Forget the marketing. Like work at your VR arcade or make those burgers or those hot dogs or whatever it is. This is what you need to know because this is what you're going to be dealing with day in and day out.
Well, and I would take it a step further because the things that you talked about were a lot of the technical things. But as you've heard me talk about a lot, there's also the soft skills side. And so I believe that I strongly encourage people to ensure that the franchise marketing person or even the accountant in the corporate office that might sometimes once in a while deal with franchisees or whatever that is, that they understand how to communicate with franchisees.
Yeah.
So teach them how to communicate that, sometimes a franchisee you might get on a call with them and they might be just a total mess, like they were just stressed and frustrated about something and to let them vent and here's how to handle that. Or if they start coming at you with and there's some kind of conflict, teach them conflict resolution. Teaching them these different skills, how to create buy-in, different leadership traits and skills really is what they kind of come down to. And I think if we were, I think it's almost unfair that we don't do that to help these. I'm going to stick with using the example of marketing, franchise marketing people in the corporate office.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like there's this old school sort of mentality of business. Usually that happens with like the empire stage of businesses where it's sort of cutthroat type of thing. We're here to make money, we're going to compete, we're going to make revenue and grow the business. And anytime somebody talks about something that's soft skill related, it's sort of like, oh yeah, that kumbaya stuff, we'll leave that up.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, generalist, right? But like, I will challenge anyone who is listening to this. Doesn't matter how big you are, Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos, Mark Cuban, whoever's on here.
Because they're probably listening.
Yeah, exactly. They're probably listening.
By the way.
But what I mean is like, it doesn't matter how big or how small you are. If you are in any type of business and you don't think soft skills are important, I challenge you to try to run a franchise in the trenches for a year. And then you will realize that soft skills are not only important, but they are arguably the only thing in existence. That's all you're doing. You are 100% everyday problem solver relationship person.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that gets overlooked. So this was one big key takeaway. We're not giving like 3 today. We're giving one. It's a big one. So it's to understand that, to stop and think about that and to properly coach your people. And shout out to Amanda House today on the roundtable, because she was talking about how they at Zbart, they all the people on the corporate team have to spend time out in the field learning, what the franchisees are actually doing and learning the job basically as if they were a franchisee. So that kind of thing is what I'm talking about, getting them on the front lines and feeling the pains too. So
Got it. Cool. Thanks for chatting with me.
There you go. That's all I got.
Okay.
Oh, we're doing it.
Yep.
3,
2, 1. Go be awesome.